Welcome back to our weekly live webinar. Excuse me, voice cracking already. So of course we host these things every Tuesday to support our agents and make sure you guys have some of the best products out there and knowledge when it comes to those products. So again, I'm Brent, of course, the life marketer here. We're going to make sure you guys have full access to all the good products. And so today we're talking about Mutual, Miss Cindy. She's going to be bringing in some different information, especially about the Living Promise. I know a lot of you guys probably have the Living Promise or have talked about it or sold that product. So she's going to dive a little bit deeper into it and make sure you guys know some good bits about it. And also keep in mind that that this product here is also on the Integrity Life Center. And so it is one of those products that you can do completely on the Life Center. So keep in mind, like I said again, great product. If you're already using it, great. Now you can do it on the Life Center. So I'll stop jabbing, and Miss Cindy is going to be our presenter today from Mutual Omaha. So here you go. You can take it over. I appreciate you.
Awesome. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Can you see that bar on the right? Is that blocking the screen? I'm not sure how to hide that.
No, I don't see anything. I just see you and Kurt.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Perfect. All right. Well, my name is Cindy Burks. I'm the account executive at Mutual of Omaha. I work with Eldercare. I work alongside Kurt Williamson. He wasn't able to join us today. He had a prior commitment, so he's with us in spirit. And I may have, let's see. Okay, I think I started at the bottom. Let's skip back up to the top. All right, perfect. And again, my name is Cindy. I've been in the industry for about 28 years now, but I've been with Mutual of Omaha. This Sunday actually will mark my 10 years being with Mutual of Omaha. I love working with them. It's a great company. I can't have enough good to say about Mutual of Omaha. But why should you do business with us? Brand recognition. We've been around over 100 years. We actually just had a birthday. I believe it was our 107th birthday about a week ago. So we've been around a long time. People know our name. Strong, stable, and secure company and dedicated team, which I'll show you some phone numbers here in a little bit. And we have a competitive, simplified issue product portfolio. I'm trying to hide something that's showing on my screen, but fast and simple underwriting and application process. And again, brand recognition. A lot of you folks may know or have heard of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. It was a show that started back in 1963, actually, with Marlon Perkins, Jim Fowler, and Peter Gross. And actually, we relaunched this show. It's now on Saturday mornings on NBC at 9:30 Central. So if you guys haven't caught that, make sure you watch it. It's a really good show. We also sponsor some golfers. And again, strong, stable, and secure for over 100 years. We are recognized by AM Best Company, Moody's Investor, and S&P Global. And again, our complete express product portfolio. There's no blood, urine, or paramed. We're going to talk today about the Children's Whole Life and the Living Promise. I apologize, I'm trying to move something off my screen here. Our Children's Whole Life covers ages 14 days to 17 years with face amounts of $5,000 to $50,000. Our IUL Express and Term Life Express issue ages 18 to 50 is face amounts of $25,000 to $300,000. Ages 51 to 60 covers for $25,000 to $250,000. And ages 61 through 75 for $25,000 to $150,000. And we actually just recently raised that. The max age was 70, but now we've increased that to age 75. Again, our Living Promise that we'll go over a little more in detail. The level benefit covers ages 45 to 85 with face amounts of $2,000 to $50,000. That was actually recently raised as well. It was $40,000, so we've increased the level benefit to $50,000. Our graded benefit is for ages 45 to 80, and that has face amounts of $2,000 to $20,000. Our Guarantee Advantage Accidental Death Plan covers ages 18 to 70. with face amounts of $50,000 to $500,000. That is our brokerage, our true only guarantee issue product. So if you have a client that doesn't fit into anything, you could still get an accidental death policy. And just another screen to show you on how you can cover clients from literally ages 2 weeks all the way up to age 85 with the products that we offer. And these are the same products were on the previous page. No labs, no paramed, quick issue, no medical records. Quick issue means quick pay to the agents. And I mentioned a dedicated team. We have our sales support unit. If you get a chance, maybe take a snapshot of the screen. We're always here to help you. Our sales support unit, they can help with website, product questions, marketing material, ordering, e-applications, and they can actually run illustrations for you as well. So that's a great resource to have that phone number there. Our underwriting department, they can help with case status, field underwriting, and decisions. We also have an express risk assessment email address there, as you can see. The express products application is a good determination on underwriting because there are knockout questions on the application. But if there's ever something that you're not sure of or that's not listed on the application, feel free to use that email address. Just don't use any identifying information for your client. When you call the 800 number, you actually speak to an underwriter as well. I pipeline e-app support. If you ever run into any technical issues with your e-application, there's a phone number for that as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into our living promise. We also call final expense. And as I mentioned, ages 45 to 85 with face amounts up to 50,000. The risk classes are standard tobacco and standard non-tobacco. Are graded, again, there's no, it's just the standard, there's no tobacco distinction. But if the client passes in the first 2 years, they will be paid their premium plus 10% for death due to natural causes. One thing to point out too, these plans sometimes do vary by state. For the graded plan, it's not offered in a few states. So unfortunately, if the client is graded, they wouldn't be able to get the coverage because it's not offered in a couple states. I know this is hard to read, so the point is just to show you the knockout questions on the application. This is part 1 of our Living Promise application. If they check yes to any question in part 1, that would be a decline. You do not want to submit an application if you know it's going to be declined. So it's always good to kind of skim over the application first before you start that application. But again, if they check yes to any question here, they would not be eligible for coverage. And then part 2, if they answer yes to any question in part 2, this is where they would be eligible for the graded plan. If they check no to all the health questions, they could qualify for the level, which they would get the full death benefit. They would get the full death benefit right away, whereas the graded, if they pass in the first 2 years, they would just get their premium back plus 10%. And again, as I mentioned, no to all questions level, yes, could be the graded, and any yes answers in part 1 is just a knockout. We run an MIB and farm on all of our applications, and then we can do a phone interview as needed. Living Promise comes with 2 riders. The one that costs, it's an additional premium, is our accidental death benefit rider. We also have the no cost rider with the accelerated death benefit for terminal illness or nursing home confinement. So it's multiple benefits in one policy. As you can see, a tax-free death benefit to help your family, a one-time election to accelerate the death benefit while living if the patient, or if the client was diagnosed with having a terminal illness within 12-month life expectancy, or confined to a nursing home for 90 consecutive days or more and is expected to remain confined, they can accelerate their death benefit. It's automatically added to all all level benefit policies, it is not available on the graded. And again, the additional death benefit, if it results from accident or bodily injury, if they pick the additional accidental death benefit rider, they can get twice their death benefit. But again, that there is a cost with that particular rider. All right, now on to our children's whole life. We do pair the Living Promise up well as a sales idea with the Living Promise, because as you're talking to those clients with those ages for our Living Promise product, or even if you're talking to Medicare supplement clients, children's whole life is a good tie-in to that, because grandparents can get coverage on their grandchildren. So it's always a good thing when you're in talking to the client to ask about their family and ask about their kids and grandkids. It's kind of small, again, hard to read, but just to show you that the Children's Whole Life only has 2 health questions on the application. If they check yes to the first one is a knockout. As you can see, it's heart or circulatory disease, birth defect, things of that nature, autism, Down syndrome, that would be a knockout. But if they mark yes to Part B, just make sure you explain it. That is not necessarily a knockout question. And again, reach out to underwriting if you're not sure. So with our Children's Whole Life policy, it helps cover costs associated with unexpected loss, but you don't really always want to talk about death benefit on a children's whole life. A lot of it has to do with the, as the third bullet shows, protection for the child's future insurability. It's more geared toward as that child grows, if they end up with a medical condition that they can't get life insurance coverage, they could always use this as a backup, that they're already insured. So this is a great product to have, and it's very affordable. It does build up some cash value as well. As you can see, a 2-week can be approved for $50,000 of coverage for just $19.04 a month. The issue ages again are 14 days to 17 years with face amounts up to $50,000. There's no medical exam, only the 2 questions. And again, grandparents can sign the application without parent signature. The additional features, it does build some cash value. The coverage is guaranteed to age 100. It includes the guarantee insurability rider, which I'll talk about here in a second, as well as the waiver of premium rider. Again, these are built in. So again, our guarantee insurability rider and death of policy owner waiver of premium. So what the guarantee insurability rider, the client has an option to increase their specified amount up to 5 times during the following events. There's 7 listed there, so they can exercise it up to 5 times if they get married, purchase a home, birth or adoption of a child, and on their 25th, 30th, 35th, and 40th birthdays. And then the waiver of premium due to death of owner. As I mentioned, grandparents can purchase this for their grandchildren. So ideally, you think that the grandparent will pass before the child, so that at least allows a 90-day period if the owner dies while the policy's in force. It's available it's got to be enforced for at least 2 years after issue, and it will cover the cost for the insurance while a new owner is being determined. It will not be deducted from the death benefit. So this is Kurt's family here. That's his daughter and grandchild, and as you can see on the left picture and the bottom, he actually does now have a second grandson, was born in January. We like to show our family to show the importance of life insurance. And if I click here, there we go. So as you can see here, this is my grandson. I love showing pictures of him. I love talking about him. I actually did get he just turned 2 weeks ago. So I purchased a life insurance policy on him. I believe he was about 6 months old when I purchased it. I purchased $25,000 in coverage and I only pay $10.02 a month. So it's very affordable. Again, he's going to have this for his lifetime. I have told my son to make sure if something happens to me that he finds that policy and make sure he keeps that premium going and changes the owner, etc. So he does have instructions to if something happens to me in the meantime. Oh, there's one more picture. My son is actually recently in the insurance industry himself, so that was kind of a picture he had out there to drum up some clients. We have our 4 Quarters Club. This is the second year that Mutual of Omaha has done this. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but I always like to make sure people see this here. If you sell a minimum of production in A and BP of $25,000 or more, you can earn a 10% bonus that goes on every quarter. We're actually finishing up here our first quarter of the year. We do look at your placement and persistency results, so that is important to keep your placement and persistency numbers high. The placement, especially as I mentioned with the express products, with those knockout questions, again, if they're going to be declined, you don't want to submit that because it will affect your placement, but you will earn 10% if you have AMBP of 25,000 or more. And so the more you make, the more you'll earn on your bonus. And there is Kurt and I's contact information. We're here to help you. Please reach out to us anytime. We got those other phone numbers I provided as well with sales support. Kurt's phone number, my phone number, email address. Reach out to us anytime. A few other things I wanted to throw in here too is we have a simplified issue site. For those that don't know, we have a main spa website at mutualofomaha.com/broker, but we also have a simple site that's mutualofomaha.com/simple. You do not need a login for that one. You don't need to put in your agent number. You don't need to register. It has a lot of great information out there. It has quoting tools. It has all our simplified issue products, brochures. We have a great IUL Express product that we offer. There's training videos, one for the producer and one that the producer could actually show his clients. Great website. I encourage you to check it out. I also wanted to let you know we also have a Facebook page and a LinkedIn page. LinkedIn page, anybody can join. So feel free to join our Mutual of Omaha. Let's see, I think it's Mutual of Omaha Brokered Sales. Our Facebook page, you do need to be a licensed agent with us. So please provide your NPN or producer number and make sure there's 3 rules that you have to accept. So make sure you accept the rules of the group. And then again, you would need to be a licensed agent for that. We do have a little bit of time. If you guys would like, I can certainly pull up our simplified issue website.
And Cindy, sorry, I have it muted because we're getting our roof replaced. So
yes.
But I wanted to double back on that website again. Can you say the full website, the one that doesn't require any login or anything like that?
Yes, it's www.mutualofomaha.com/simple.
All right.
Can you still see my screen?
I can.
Okay, this is the actual website. I already have mine. It pops up pretty quickly. So just to do a quick glance here.
I can't see the website now. I can only see your PowerPoint.
Okay, how about
there
now?
It goes.
Okay,
yes,
perfect. So this is the website here. And as you can see across the top, it has products, sales and marketing. If you click on these, it will take you to our main website. But if you look down here, getting started, product resources, training, underwriting, advanced markets, contact and support. This is a training video to get started. Actually, to be honest with you, this video is me. It's my voice on there. We're going to be changing that soon though, because the AML course for this year is changing in June. for the anti-money laundering. So we will need to get that updated. So look forward for any updates. But as you can see here, quoting tools. If you have a smartphone, you can download our mobile quote app. I recommend everybody getting that. It's very simple and easy. I use mine all the time. It's either the Apple Store or Google Play for Android is Google Play. That's the one I have. And then the online quote would take, I believe this one takes you to WinFlex Web, and then you could do an Express one too. But this one here is great for your phone. As I mentioned, our life e-app information, Wild Kingdom, company overview, our golf sponsors. I mentioned the Mutual of Omaha, Wild Kingdom. But if you go up here under the products, there's our Living Promise, Term Life Express, IUL Express, Children's Whole Life, Guaranteed Advantage, and Critical Advantage product portfolio. And then I'll just real quickly, we can definitely go over IUL or IUL Express at a different time, but as you can see, brochure, highlight sheet, process guide, product guide, and then these are the two videos that you can look at. Again, this one is for your clients, and then this one's for the agent.
Now, did you say earlier that, excuse me, you're able to run illustrations on this particular site? Is it the other side? The
other side, let me click on that because I think it takes you, this one, I think takes you to WinFlex. No, I apologize. This one's the same as the mobile quote app. So if you click on, let me go back. So if you download these to your app, it will pull up the same thing as you see here. So this is your online quote, and this is the same. I'll just show you how easy it is here. You put in the state. I'm from Nebraska. I mentioned my grandson, he's 2 now. Oops. So 25,000 face amount, hit calculate. And again, the monthly premium is $10.02 a month. And of course you could pay annually, quarterly, semi-annual, start a new quote. We also have WinFlex Web, but you would have to register for WinFlex Web. It's not Mutual of Omaha's quoting, the WinFlex Web, and those are more for your IULs. You can quote a Children's Whole Life and a Living Promise through WinFlex Web, but there's really not a great ton of information out there. These quick quotes are usually easier, but if you wanted to see those cash buildups, that would be beneficial for the WinFlex Web, but those aren't required. Yeah, and do you have any more questions?
So there's nothing that came into the box, which I always mention that's good. That means you covered everything. I just want to tell our agents that are on here that this is a product that can be, or the final expense product can be located on the Integrity Life Center, which will allow you from start to finish to complete the whole entire application. So like I said in the beginning, if you're already writing this product, it's very easy for you to go ahead and utilize that Life Center to be able to go, again, from quoting all the way to, writing the application, getting the approval, so forth and so on. So that's a big deal for us because, like I said, again, it's just starting out. And Mutual Omaha is a product that, from the point that I've started working here, it's been one that we've used a ton. So when I started talking, a question came in. So let me see here. I'll see what we got here. All right, Stephen. So do you offer, is that PURLs for life insurance? Is that correct? So Stephen, something that we can post to our website for our social media. Yeah. All right. Awesome. So something for that I would say that's pre-generated or pre-set up or it's gone through so they can actually post to their social media about Mutual of Omaha or them having the product itself.
Yeah, so our Facebook page, anything, if you're on our Facebook page, any posts that are out there can be shared on your Facebook page as long as your Facebook page is not consumer facing. it's just more for your agents, because there are some, and you'll see if there's a client approved piece that's out on, if there's a client approved piece that's out on our Facebook page, uh, that one you can share to clients. There's not a ton of them out there. And the reason why is consumer facing items take longer to approve through legal. With the producer facing items, our marketing department can usually turn those around pretty quickly. So all the pieces that are already out there on our Facebook now can be shared. They're already approved. And again, just the consumer facing ones, there are some pieces, but there's not a ton of them out there.
Okay. And so I read that wrong, and so let me correct myself. Um, Personal URLs is what he was, um, and of course that works as well because you're marketing, but he was looking for a personal URL that someone could actually go click on, and then it directs them to, to getting enrolled through the website.
Yeah, I don't know if we have that.
Okay.
And certainly if you want to send me an email too with more detail, I can certainly run something like that past our marketing team. But to my knowledge now, we don't have anything like, and I think I had a question a few weeks ago too, that an agent wanted a link for his clients basically just to go out there themselves and run stuff, but we don't allow that. So if that's,
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's what they're referring to, but yeah, definitely send me an email and I can, when it comes to marketing pieces like that, I usually go to our marketing folks with that type of information. But I do know
Sure.
what's out on our Facebook page is already pre-approved.
And it definitely is one of those things where more agents that I talk to on a daily basis, they want things like that. So, and I
Yep.
always have that conversation of, hey, it's a little bit more, there's a little bit more, going through the process that has to be done in legal and so forth, so on to make
Yep.
sure it's
Yep.
correct.
Exactly.
But I will definitely get with you, Stephen, on that. Looks like he jumped off. So I had a question. And I don't know, like I have this lady that she always asks me about the guaranteed issue. Um, Now I know it's internal, that I do know, but I was wondering if, because I've had so many questions, so I figured I would be doing my agents a disservice by not asking. Is there a chance that that's possibly going to be released to the independent agent at any
That
point?
is a possibility. It is a possibility. We get that a lot, as I'm sure you'd imagine. And for those that don't know, um, we do have a guarantee issue product that is similar to our graded living promise, but it's only direct to consumer only. It's not available for our agents to participate in. So certainly, if you have a client, they could reach out on their own, but it wouldn't be any compensation or anything like that for the agent. But we are looking into that. So crossing my fingers, we're
Absolutely.
looking into adding one sometime. I don't have any further information. I can't even say for sure, but it is
Sure.
something that we're definitely looking into.
Awesome. Good, good, good. I just always, like I said again, I get that question a lot, so I'm always like, well, I might as well ask it today, put it
Yep.
out there.
Keep asking.
Um,
Keep asking. It might change. You might be
right.
surprised. I'm hoping anyway. I'm hoping.
Hey, it'd be nice. Like I said, I have a young lady by the name of Mary. We talk a lot, and she's always like, "You got to get that." I'm like, "I'm trying. I don't know what to do. There's no yes or no there." So,
Yep,
but
that's
I,
right.
yeah, I definitely understand it. I get it. But there's no questions here. Um,
Awesome.
so, like I said again, guys, I always want to make sure you guys are very aware. And Cindy, we thank you for attending today and going through your products with us. But I always want to make sure you guys know, of course, if you want to get contracted with Mutual of Omaha for any of their products, let us know. Give me a contact. Of course, I'll contact all of you guys as well. But again, I think I want to harp on it again that it is available on the Integrity Center for you guys to sell from start to finish. So that's always going to be a really good thing. You don't have to go here or there or here or there. Everything's on the Integrity Center for you to be able to do business and write this living promise. So Cindy, if you don't have anything else, we'll wrap it up.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I
Yes,
appreciate
ma'am.
being here today.
I appreciate it. And tell Kurt we all said hi. And
I will.
Congrats on the little one, by the way. I know it's 2 years now, but congrats.
Oh, it's
So we
almost
thank
exciting.
you. And if you need anything from us, let us know. And guys, of course, like I said, again, I'll be contacting you guys, and I appreciate you all attending. So if you have any questions, give us a shout.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
You
Bye.
guys have a good one as well. Thank you. We'll see you next Tuesday.